Hi guys, so here are some jobs that you can be cracking on with this weekend. So this is the perfect time, just as your rhubarb starts to sprout, is to either get some of these cloches, or if you've got some of these cloches, then stick them over the plant and you'll get a lovely early forced, really sweet rhubarb. It's absolutely delightful, especially at this time of the year. Well, it'll be ready in a couple of months, especially at this time of the year, because obviously there's not a huge amount growing. So now is a brilliant time as well to keep planting that fruit, or your fruit canes. So here I've got, at the back row there, I've got some blackberries. Middle row I've got sunberries, and front row here I've got tayberries, which are sunberries and tayberries are a really good variety along with raspberries. So if you want to grow something a little bit alternate, they're a really good crop to get. And obviously I've got the blackberries at the back, which are thornless and obviously a lot bigger than our native blackberry. So I've decided to put this bed to be in a fruit bed, and I've got ample fruit in the veg garden. So as you can see here, I've got last year's Swiss chard, which I left over winter. I know it's looking a little bit ropey, but I'm just going to leave it like that, just because if you look here, you get all of these lovely new shoots, which will be absolutely delightful in the next couple of months when they've grown. I mean, you can pick them fresh and either eat them raw or then cook them up in a stir fry, and they'll be brilliant. But like I say, it doesn't look particularly attractive, but obviously all of the rough bits here will take the harshest of the winters and protect those new little shoots that are coming through. Same as with your Swiss chard, these are my kale, curly kale, and I've got some red ones over the back here. These are also great as well. If you just leave these over winter, you get all of these lovely new shoots, and obviously as the weather starts warming up and the light levels increase, they again start to grow and re-sprout, and they're lovely tender just extension of your vegetables. So instead of always pulling everything out and making it look nice and neat over the winter months, it's good just to leave some crops in, and then you can just keep on harvesting them bit by bit, and you continue to have veg. One of the other jobs that you can get doing is, if the ground is reasonably dry and not too claggy, I'm on quite clay soil, so I'll leave certain beds like this just how they are until it starts drying out. Obviously the wind helps with the drying out of the soil. If you can, try and get all of this bed, all the beds prepped and ready for when you'll start planting. Soon these beds will have like rows of spinach and get some early crops growing in them, and then later on in the season this will be my French bean bed. So yeah, just get your beds ready for your replanting, make sure that they're weeded and just ready to rock and roll for this new year. Like I did one of my videos today on Brassica Care for midwinter, just make sure that those the ground is firm around the stem of the plant. Remove any dead or debris underneath the plants to stop the slugs from accessing and hiding in places, and just a general bit of care just to make sure the crop is doing what it should be, and you'll be harvesting your cauliflowers and cabbages before you know it. So if you're doing a little bit of garden design and you fancy something a little bit different, these are absolutely perfect. These are step over apple trees and they're absolutely delightful. So if you've got a small space, as you can see, they don't take up a lot of room. I've obviously spaced them out quite far apart, but they could be spaced a lot closer together. They're absolutely delightful. They only come as high as your knee and obviously grow out like an espalier. Absolutely brilliant. Obviously if you want a borderline, or if you're really crammed for space, these are a great addition to any garden. I planted these last year. Bare root is the cheapest way to buy any sort of fruit bushes, same as your raspberries or your currant bushes. Bare root would be a lot cheaper than obviously buying a potted plant from the garden centre, but you'd have to find your local suppliers for that. This is my garlic bed. As you can see, all my shoots have started to sprout, but also as well, remember you still have a little bit of time left if you want to plant some varieties of garlic. So check the garlic varieties that you can plant for this time of year and get cracking with them. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I hope you have a really good weekend out in the garden and just enjoying some fresh air. Hopefully the weather's going to be good and not as wet as it's been this week, because it's been pretty bad and very, very windy. I hope it hasn't been too windy where you are. Also as well, I was thinking if anybody's got any questions that they want me to answer, then obviously just stick them down on the bottom of this page and I'll either try and do a video for you guys, or I'll answer them obviously by messaging you back. So take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Catch you later.